Hello everyone, thank you for checking into Team Forbidden's YouTube page one last time. It is I, Fanatic, back at you with the last deck profile for this deck, at least until we get Notcher. So we took this to the YCS. Unfortunately, I wish I could say we did better. Unfortunately, no. I placed 251st, which, given that I'm a Pokemon fan, go figure, I place one of the national Pokedex in numbers. Day one. Ugh. I misplayed a couple of games, and I bricked on game 3 of a couple of games, which is the reason why I didn't do as good. Sorry, Zane Truesdale, I let you down. Sorry, all Cyber Dragon players out there, I let you down. But we had a couple of them get into the top 8, so that's okay. Let's get into the deck profile for the last version of this until Notcher comes out. And even then, when Notcher comes out, I might not make too many changes. Well, maybe one other change, because that would put another level 1 monster in there. So let's get into it. 3 Cyber Dragon. Yes, this is the secret rare from the tin. It's probably the prettiest version of the card that I got. 3 core, standard, use your searcher. I'm going to be speeding through these because this is like the 5th something version of the deck profile on the channel right now, so you guys should all know what these do. 3 hairs. Hairs is awesome. Got some stuff there. 3 fear. I've been pitching this guy. I'm not gonna lie, after the YCS, I wish he was Notcher 100% of the time. But for what he is right now, he's okay. A lot of Cyber Dragon players only play like 1 or 2 of them. I disagree until the Notcher comes out. I think you need to run 3 of them because he's basically your Instant Seeker or Cleave 4 Genius. But at the same time, he can't be used with machine duplication, so that kind of sucks. Literally, every time I drew him, every time I bricked, it was because I drew him and Galaxy Soldier with a machine dupe. And I had nothing I could do. Speaking of, 3 Galaxy Soldier, pretty standard. 3 Ash Blossom. Yeah, it's Ash. I shelled out the cash for the 3rd one. They're all first dead. Yay! So yeah, that's it for the monsters. 18 monsters in total, I believe. Spell cards. 3 emergency. 1 repair plant. I keep going back and forth between 1 and 2, but I only ever really resolve the 1. Grind game rarely ever comes up. If you get into a grind game with Cyber Dragons, you probably break really, really bad. 1 ref system. I could bump this to 2. I've bumped this one to 2 a couple of times. Cyberload Fusion. I think 1's good enough. Unless you're running like hardcore on Eltinin. 2 Overload Fusion. Win button number 1 for the deck. You get a Seeger out with that. Boom. Win button number 2. Machine duplication. As long as you don't activate it right behind your hurts, which your opponent impermanenced in that column like an idiot. This is a win button. Monster Reborn, because we can have nice things. Foolish Burial, because we can have it. 2 Call by the Grave, because it's only a 2 for some stupid asinine reason. Konami, put it back to 3. Come out with the ban list now and put it back to 3 now. On Cyberload, Cybernetic Overflow, excuse me. It's good now because of the fusion, in my opinion. I don't really like it without the fusion, because I like being able to put the Cyber Dragon stuff back. But it's an okay card. 3 evenly matched, because you're doing second dot deck. And I shelled the cash out for these. It's got Infinity in the artwork. It helped, but it didn't help enough. Into the extra deck. This has changed a little bit too. You can make a couple more changes from this. 1 Fortress, pretty standard. You need it for the mirror. I don't think more than 1 is necessary. Mega Fleet helps against so many decks. 2 Rampage. There's your win button with Overload Fusion. Yes, 2, because you run the 2 Overloads. You could probably get away with only 1, but I wouldn't recommend it. Just because if they ghost over one of them, then you want to be able to have a way to do stuff with it. Cyber Eternity Dragon. It's the secondary Cyberload Fusion target. It's pretty niche. If you can summon this with Cyberload Fusion in defense mode, with a fusion in the graveyard, a lot of decks can't get over it. So that's it for the fusions. Victory Pleiades. to infinity, bump the infinity back up to 2. I'm not entirely sure. I've had one situation where the second one actually came up, so I put it back in. But half the time you really only use the 1. 2 Nova to go with the 2 infinity. I've actually highly contemplated bumping this up to 3 a couple of times, but overall I don't think it's worth it. 2 Cyber Dragon Seeker. I'm still a huge proponent of 2 of this guy, because there are situations where you make the first one and then it goes to the field and you don't have a way to bring it back, and then you can just have the materials to make a second one, and the second one will get you game. Then Hippo Shenanigan, because pretty much everything's light except for the Chimera Techs. And Cleafort Genius. This is here because, well, you need something to... If you run out of the Seekers, you need something else that can go with the Chimera Techs, and this helps you get your Chimera Tech out of your action monster zone. So yeah, that's 15 card extra deck, really tight. Stuff that you probably could put in here that I'm not running in here. You could do Summon Sorceress, and you could do the whole Griffin combo thing. I never found myself going into that combo all that much. I tried it out, it just didn't work for me, which is why I took it out. Alright, side deck. 3 Inspector Border. Because if you go first and you drop this, so many decks can't play unless they drop an impermanence on you. 1 Eltonin to help against the Thunder Dragon matchup, because non-targeting, non-destruction removal. Jizuku, the Sword Destroying Kaiju, pretty standard. Not in the main deck, so we put it in the side deck. You can main deck it if you want, but I never really had it come up. 3 Dino Wrestler Prankotops, because it's Prankotops. It's the best card from the latest set, hands down, easily. And no, it does not conflict with Cyber Dragons, because, well, if your opponent has more monsters than you, you can drop a Cyber Dragon and then drop this. Because it doesn't need you to control no monsters. Your opponent just has to control more than you. It's like Fiend Mega Cyber for any of you who remember that card from back in the obligatory days of the start of Yu-Gi-Oh! Second Overflow, because 9 times out of 10, your opponent will make you go first. Game 2, if you win the die roll on the first one. Or if you lose the die roll and they go first and you OTK them. 3 Red Reboot, because it's Red Reboot. I hate the Ghost deck so much. I hate it so much. And 3-Dimensional Barrier for odd matchups. Call Fusion on Thunder Dragons, they can't summon. Call Fusion against opposing Cyber Dragons, and they can't contact your stuff. So yeah, that's it. Again, the only major thing that I would change is I'd trade out the Fears for Notchers whenever the hell we get them. So, yep, that's it. Number 251 boy from YCS signing out. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will catch you guys later. Peace.